In this video, I will be giving you basic introduction of alcohol, phenols and ethers. Then I will be talking about their categorization on the basis of specifically of alcohols and phenols on the basis of vinylic, allylic or benzylic alcohols and also categorization on the basis of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Let's begin then. The first one is allylic alcohol. What do we mean by allylic alcohol? I will be just giving you few steps to identify, okay, few patterns to identify the allylic alcohols or vinylic as well. Suppose this is the structure. The idea is that whenever you have to find whether it is allylic or vinylic alcohol, you have to just see on which particular carbon the OH is attached. So OH is attached here on this particular carbon. This carbon is adjacent to this carbon, and adjacent carbon has the double bond. So A for allylic and A for adjacent carbon. If adjacent carbon has the double bond, then we say that it is allylic alcohol. I'm explaining the same thing by another example. This one, OH is attached to this carbon. Okay, adjacent carbon to this one is this carbon which has a double bond. It will be allylic alcohol. Third one, OH group is attached to this carbon and the carbon which is adjacent to this carbon has a double bond. It means it is allylic alcohol. So the moment you see that there are two carbons, we don't bother about how many hydrogens are there. Okay, if one carbon has OH attached to it, the adjacent carbon has double bond, this type of structure will be allylic. Okay. Remember, in place of OH there can be halogen or any other group. In that case, that will be allylic halide. Here it is allylic alcohol. So the definition, and you can see here that OH group is attached to the carbon, that carbon will always be sp3 hybridized. This carbon sp3. Why sp3? Because there are 4 bonds on it. This carbon has 4 bonds. In each case, it will be sp3 hybridized. 4 bond pairs as per VSEPR theory. So the definition of allylic alcohols will be the OH group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon next to the carbon-carbon double bond. So in other words, what I am saying, the carbon-carbon double bond is there. Next to this one, this carbon has OH group and this carbon itself is sp3 hybridized. Okay. Whichever way you want to memorize, I would suggest that you remember the definition in terms of sp3 hybridized carbon atom, but apply the pattern which I have explained. OH group is attached to this carbon, the adjacent carbon has double bond, this will be allylic alcohol. Now, why all of these are allylic alcohols? Still they are different because they are primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. How do we identify that? If we say it is primary alcohol, primary itself means the carbon which is attached to the group, functional group here, okay, is attached to how many carbons? So this carbon is attached to only one carbon, it is primary. The carbon which is attached to the OH group is attached to how many carbons? 1, 2. It means it is secondary. The carbon which is attached to OH group is attached to how many other carbons? 1, 2, 3. It will be tertiary alcohol. That's all what you need to know about allylic alcohols in terms of hybridization, in terms of double bond attached to the adjacent carbon, and in terms of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Next we move to benzylic alcohol, and this is slightly confusing because here it looks like we are talking about benzene and then alcohol. Yes, we are talking about, but the alcoholic group is not directly attached on the benzene group because otherwise that will be phenol. Here alcoholic group is attached to the carbon which is attached to the benzene ring. So benzylic alcohols will be those ones in which the OH group is attached to that carbon which is attached to the benzene ring. How the primary, secondary and tertiary will be different? Those will be different just on the basis of this structure, whether there are 2 hydrogens, 1 hydrogen or none. And the definition is same for primary, secondary and tertiary. This particular carbon is attached to how many other carbons? There is one carbon here only, so it is attached to only one carbon, that is 1 degree alcohol. Next example, as per benzylic alcohol definition, OH group attached to this carbon and this carbon is attached to benzene ring, it is benzylic alcohol. But in terms of primary, secondary and tertiary, the carbon which has OH attached to it is attached to how many carbons? It is attached to 1 and 2 carbons. It means it is secondary alcohol. Another example, the carbon is attached to OH and this carbon is attached to benzene ring. It means it is benzylic alcohol. But again we will see this carbon is attached to how many carbons? This carbon is attached to 1, 2, 3 carbons. It means it is tertiary alcohol. So the definition will be, in benzylic alcohols, the OH group is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon atom next to an aromatic ring. So here instead of double bond carbon we say aromatic ring. In previous definition, that is allylic alcohol, in place of aromatic ring we said carbon carbon double bond. That's the only difference. Carbon carbon double bond in case of allylic alcohol. In case of benzylic alcohol, we just changed the definition by saying that sp3 hybridized carbon is now attached to aromatic ring. Next one, vinylic alcohol. The example is here and the definition is even easier. The definition is, the carbon has OH as well as double bond attached to it. Vinylic alcohols will be those ones in which the carbon which has OH group has double bond also attached to it. That will be called vinylic alcohol. Another example here, phenol is actually vinylic alcohol because the carbon, this is carbon here, has OH attached to it and also a double bond attached to it as per this structure. So if you are asked phenol is whether allylic, vinylic or benzylic alcohol, don't say benzylic. The students do that mistake because benzene is there, okay, benzene ring is there. It is not benzylic alcohol, okay? It is vinylic alcohol. The definition, in these alcohols the OH group is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom, sp2 in this case vinylic, okay, next to carbon carbon double bond. So what I am saying, OH group is attached to sp2 carbon next to carbon carbon double bond. Why it is sp2 hybridized carbon atom? Because this carbon has one hydrogen, one OH group and then double bond CH2. This carbon has only 3 sigma bonds, yeah, 3 sigma bonds. That's why sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Similarly, in case of phenol also, this carbon here has just OH group, one carbon attached here, another carbon attached here, only 3 sigma bonds, sigma sigma sigma, this one is pi. 3 sigma bonds means it is sp2 hybridized carbon atom. So when we talk about phenols, phenols can be termed as a monohydric if benzene ring has just one OH group attached to it. One OH group attached, monohydric. Benzene ring can have other alkyl groups, other groups also attached to it, okay? But if one OH group, it is monohydric. 2 OH groups, dihydric. 3 OH groups, trihydric. So phenols can be monohydric, dihydric or trihydric depending on the number of OH groups. Next, ethers. Ethers are categorized on the basis of whether similar or different alkyl groups are attached on either side of oxygen. So simple or symmetrical ethers are those ones in which same alkyl group on both sides of oxygen. Example, you have oxygen here, ethyl group on left side, ethyl group on right side. Unsymmetrical ethers means the alkyl groups will be different. So different alkyl groups on both sides of oxygen. Example, oxygen is here, on left side I have propyl and on right side I have ethyl. So different groups here, that's why unsymmetrical ether. Now the questions, and the questions I have taken here are from NCERT related to the topics we are talking about. So whether these are in-text questions, whether these are examples, whether these are exercise questions, all the questions related to this topic. Okay. So classify the given structure as primary, secondary, or tertiary, and then whether allylic, vinylic, or benzylic. So first we are talking about primary, secondary, or tertiary. We will see that the carbon which is attached to OH is attached to how many other carbons? Just think about it. This is attached to only one carbon. This is attached to only one carbon. It means the carbon which is attached to OH group is 1 degree carbon. This carbon is attached to only one other carbon. So the answer will be, first answer will be primary. Now the second one, allylic, vinylic, or benzylic. If we see here, the OH group is attached to this carbon. We need to check whether there is any double bond. There is no double bond at all. There is no benzene ring at all. So it is neither allylic nor vinylic, and also not benzylic. For allylic and vinylic or benzylic, remember, there must be a double bond in picture. If there is no double bond, it can never be allylic, vinylic, or benzylic. So you will say none. Next one, and this is in text question 11.1. 11 and 11.2 I have merged because these two are actually two different questions. I have merged in one. Primary, secondary, or tertiary. The carbon which is attached to OH is attached to how many other carbons? Only one other carbon. It means it is primary. Second one, whether it is allylic, vinylic, or benzylic. Allylic definition is the double bond will be on adjacent carbon to the carbon which has OH. So this carbon has OH. This is adjacent carbon, and this adjacent carbon has double bond attached to it. It means it is allylic alcohol. Primary is written as 1 degree. Next, again classify as primary, secondary, and tertiary, allylic, vinylic, and benzylic. First we will see in terms of primary, secondary, and tertiary. This is the carbon to which OH is attached. This is attached to how many other carbons? Only one. It means it is again primary. Allylic, vinylic, benzylic, there must be double bond. That double bond can be in benzene ring, but there must be. There is no double bond here at all. It means it is none. Not allylic, not vinylic, not benzylic. Next one. In this, the carbon which is attached to OH is attached to how many other carbons? So here we see that it is attached to 1 and 2 other carbons. Remember, this is a carbon here which is not shown. So this carbon is attached to 2 other carbons. It means it is secondary alcohol. Now we should talk in terms of allylic, vinylic, and benzylic. The carbon which is attached to OH has the benzene ring attached. It means it is benzylic alcohol. Next one, in terms of primary, secondary, and tertiary, we will see which carbon has OH attached to it. This one. This carbon is attached to how many other carbons? 1 and 2. It means it is a secondary alcohol. Second point, allylic, vinylic, or benzylic. We do see few double bonds. It means these can be allylic, vinylic, or benzylic. So the carbon which is attached to OH, okay, has a carbon attached to it which is attached to benzene ring. It means it is benzylic alcohol. That is the definition. Next one, again primary, secondary, and tertiary. The carbon which is attached to the alcohol is attached to how many other carbons? 1, 2, 3. It is attached to 3 other carbons. It means it is tertiary alcohol. In terms of allylic, vinylic, or benzylic, we will apply the definition. So the carbon which is attached to OH, this one is adjacent carbon, and this adjacent carbon has double bond. It means it is allylic alcohol. Remember, we won't call it benzylic alcohol just because benzene is there. The definition of benzylic alcohol is not being fulfilled here. It would have been benzylic alcohol if in case the adjacent carbon, this one is adjacent carbon, okay, this one, if this adjacent carbon would be attached with a benzene ring, then we will say it is benzylic alcohol. This is not the case here. Here the adjacent carbon itself has the double bond. This is allylic alcohol. This one would have been benzylic alcohol. So if you have understood these concepts, basic concepts about how do you find primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols and how do you categorize them on the basis of allylic, vinylic and benzylic alcohols, you can put the exam on fire. I'm telling you, you can put the exam on fire. So that's it in this particular video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.